I have a theory that in 100 years' time or so, they'll look back and they'll laugh at 2023 and they'll say, do you know, back then, they expected people to stay with each other for life. Can you believe it? And I think genuinely in the future, there'll be some sort of civilised arrangement where, like a car, you can trade in your partner every 7 years or something. Something, and I think, and everybody will remain friends, Liz. I think everybody will remain friends, and it'll all be
so depressing.
Well, I'm just giving you my theory.
I hope that Ruth isn't listening to this when you refer to trading her in, because I don't think. I think that you might find the locks changed tonight, Eamonn. I have to say this though. Yes, I would like a partner. People, and also if you're relatively successful or independent, which I've had to be, men like the idea, but then they don't want the reality. So I am a skeptic, but yeah, I would like a partner. I'm not sure about marriage. I was laughing before. I was thinking about Rupert Murdoch, because if I was organising his wedding, the order of service would be sort of around a prenup. You could have a lot of fun with that. So you could have all the different sections of the prenup could be the order of service. It's a great theme for walking down the aisle, don't you think?
Very good, and a very good tout for business there. I thought that very good. He may well be watching, listening.
You see, am I just, a hopeless romantic, or am I old-fashioned? I mean, does anybody want to try and make marriages work even when they get tough anymore?
I think everybody tries. Yeah. I think people...
Do you think people give up as soon as it gets hard?
No.
I think all marriages are hard, no matter how good the relationship.
All relationships are hard.
Yeah.
And I working with you every morning.
Well, exactly. Likewise, my darling. But, you throw in kids, you throw in the stress of a job, and sparks easily get extinguished unless you invest that time and energy. What do you think, Kerry?
I actually think having children with somebody is a bigger deal than marriage.
Yeah.
Because the dads with my kids aren't involved anyway, but they're going to be connected to you for the rest of your life rather than just a piece of paper. So I think having that commitment, having a child with somebody is so much more bigger than walking down the aisle these days. And I tried everything in my marriages. I really did. My third husband, I was in a really abusive relationship, and I kept going back and kept going back. My first marriage, I can't help it if somebody else doesn't love me. And my second marriage, how many times have I been married? And my second marriage should have just been, that was a mistake, but I got 2 amazing children from it. So I've got no regrets from any of them because they've all been lessons. So, but I think having a child with someone is a much bigger deal than getting married. I think when you get married, as Liz will tell you, I think it's just a massive expense. When I marry Ryan, I'm just going to go Vegas with Elvis.
Yeah.
I can't. I've run out of ideas and I want to get married. I've been married that many times. And bless Rupert, he's 92. Let him get married. These are his golden years. Yeah, I've got long left. If he wants to get married again, I think let him live out the best he can.
It's Kerry, all the ones who don't get married are the ones that get me. They don't have it on the record. They live together for years and that doesn't really count. They can then move on and they've only been married once or twice. They've had 7 relationships, but, They get away with it only being one there to count. But Liz, it was interesting to hear everybody talking about, Isabel was saying, you should work at it. But what if you do work at it and the other person doesn't? I mean, I know some of your history as well, obviously, and you can be hurt, you can be betrayed, you can be, it isn't always...
That simple.
That simple, is it?
No. And you do know a lot of the history. And I worked very hard for 4.5 years at the third marriage. But it was dead before. It was dead when I opened the iPad. So there was no point. But you do hang on, and you are very vulnerable. But listen, I think marriage is a great institution if you can make it work. But there are a lot of challenges today in life, and there are a lot of expectations, and it's hard. Rupert, listen, if Rupert Murdoch can get the best things out of marriage at 90-odd, then good luck to him. He'll probably die on the job or something like that, but what a way to get.
Gosh. 7:33, Liz.
You've got everybody talking. Thank you very much indeed for what has been a very difficult interview for me to do, because I'm surrounded, viewers and listeners, by 3 women, each one I know, who would marry me like that. I know you all personally.
In an instant.
In an instant, but I'm not free, Kerry. That's the trouble.
My heart goes out to Ruth.
I'm not free. I sit here with Isabel every day, batting back her sexual advances, and it's just and woman, Liz Taylor. Her and
She
I
throws herself at you.
all the time.
Oh,
all the
Ruth
time.
has a lot to contend with us girls.
But anyway, lovely talking to you, ladies.
Eamonn.
And good luck in love. Good luck in love to all of us.
Thank
Lots
you.
of really... Thanks, ladies. Lots of really sweet emails coming in. Rich and Jules, it's our 42nd wedding anniversary today. Sarah Hayton, I'm happily married, have been for 16 years. We have 2 beautiful boys. We struggle at times, but we're in it together.
Well, can I just say, those are the things that make me sick.